But yeah, I had a website like back on GeoCities, and then I owned various domains over the years. I was never able to get just brickroad.com because some guy already had it. But yeah, I always had a MIDI section on my website that had MIDIs that I liked, usually game soundtracks and stuff that I liked. I think I have more behind pillars here. Yeah, there's one way up on the top there. So I need this guy here to throw some swords for me. Thank you, brother. But years later, of course, MIDI files were the main source of music for RPG Maker games. We're gonna die here. No, we're not. We got it. We did not relive our shame from the pyramid. Whew. Come on, one more. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. No. Wait. I'm trying to look at my... I'm trying to look at my notes here. Did I miss one back here? Did I get this one up here? No, we got it. I think we're on track. We'll find out for sure after we get through this level, I guess. Let's try to find some bread. You don't get meat in this game, you get bread and toiki. Toiki is delicious. We need to go up to the left here, I think. No, just above there. And then one more free life for the road. And then jump onto some spikes. Why did I jump on those spikes? I just felt like it, that's all. So probably somewhere I still have a giant, like a directory on one of my computers just filled with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of MIDIs from my RPG makering days. Alright, this one's a little annoying because we have to get yogurt. Oh, nope, that was not correct. Let's try this again. Okay, yogurt. Okay, we just need you to fly over here. Very, very slowly. You know how we do. So if you get too close, he drops his skull and then flies off the screen, which is not good for anybody. And then there's two more red gems where we have to bounce off some guy's sword, which went really well for me there. I've tried doing no rug runs of the game, but this game actually is very, very difficult without the rug. Ooh, I didn't want to land there. Come on, up here. Thank you. One more. Yep. Gotcha. Beautiful. We're done here. Now we can roll. And, well, not roll, but somersault. Right through that guy's arrow. Like, that guy's arrow went right through my crotch. By all rights, that should have completely crotchified me. I don't know that I like the sound of that, actually. That sounds like a really terrible, like, RPG status ailment. If you get crotchified. Ugh. Like, just turned into a giant crotch? Or, like, something happens to your crotch? You don't really use your crotch in an RPG, though, typically. There's nothing you need your crotch for. There's nothing I need here in act time. Whatever I get here is just icing on the cake. I did ice a cake last week. It was my dear lady wife's birthday, and I made her a cake. I made her a red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting, and she did not eat any of it. She brought cupcakes home from work, which she ate, and I ate one piece of her cake, but I don't really like red velvet that much. It's her favorite type of cake in the world, but she ate cupcakes, and then the next day she made like some other dessert, and she ate that instead. So my cake went almost completely uneaten. I guess if you're swinging, the arrows just don't hit you, because Aladdin is such a good acrobat. There is one more missable red gem in this level, where if I miss it, it is going to be the 69 out of 70. Oh, I guess there is one more one-up to get. I definitely need some toiki, though. Toy key? Apples. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. I was going to grab that ledge, but it didn't work. Did not work. You know what? I have to pause the game for a second. This is bugging me. This is really bugging me. 98.57%. If I get 69 gems, this will be a 98.57% run. Thank you, calc.exe. Where would I be without you? I made a calc.etch a calc.etch-a-sketch joke? No, a calc.exe joke. Oh, it's a good thing I died, because I did miss that gem. Whew! I'm very happy to have died there. Also, you can tell that this game does count lives above 9, because I just died, but we stayed at 9 lives. And some of my Discord channels like, I don't know what calc.exe is. I use a Mac. Does Macintosh not have, like, just an easy calculator program? What's the haps here? I felt really bad sometimes over the years. Well, now I don't need that toy key. That's just down there getting all burned. My parents keep buying Macintosh computers. They've been Mac users for years and years and years. And, like, I've never been able to help them with their computer problems. Like, I can't really help people with computer problems anyway. I've got to do this jump from here and run. That's it. That's the last red gem. Beautiful. Like, I don't really know enough about computers to help you with any major computer problem, but a lot of minor stuff I can help you troubleshoot. But not if you're on a Macintosh. How did I miss him there? There. We want to land right in the gap between the background pillar and his throne. Is a nice place to be. The perfect fall right there. Oh, no, never mind. Not the perfect fall. Not even close. Not when you run into the nerd like that. Right there. Yeah, buddy. That wasn't very good. This is the easiest one, because you just bounce off his stick, and you always land on him. As I demonstrated by running into him right there, and then his lightning. My goodness. My goodness, the brick road. But yeah, I've had times where my parents were like, hey, can you help me with some computer thing? And I'm like, can't do it. I always pick on them a little bit, like, yeah, if you buy a real computer, I can probably help you. Wow, what am I doing? I'm not Jafaring properly, that's for sure. I mean, I guess any fight where you come out of it alive and actually win the fight, I guess you can count as Jafaring properly, but I do feel a little bad every time I tell my parents to buy a real computer, but they won't. They keep getting Macs and iPhones and stuff, and it's like, I can't help you with anything you're having trouble with. Oh, well. But apparently Macintosh computers do not have just simple calculator programs on them. I guess they're too sleek and innovative for that. I'm actually I was really bummed this year. Peanut, my dear lady wife, broke her phone, her iPhone that she's had. I don't know what model iPhone, I couldn't tell you, but she's had it for a couple years, but she broke it, like, dropped it and cracked the screen really bad. And she just got a new iPhone. I was really bummed, because I was hoping she would get a sensible phone, but she didn't. She used to have an iPad, but I mean, it worked. It was a great little... Like, I've actually recorded video off of her iPad before. I have a Let's Play of Risky's Revenge of Shantae 2 that I did from that iPad, because at the time that was the only version of it I could record, even a little bit. And the iPad was fine for a few years, but it had some kind of problem, like it wouldn't boot properly or something. And at the time, I had installed, like, some backdoor stuff on it. Like, I had installed some jailbreak stuff on it so I could do screen recording. At that time, with that model of iPad, there wasn't a way to do simple screen recording. So I had to install, I forget what it's called, but some kind of jailbreak stuff. And that's not what broke the iPad, but for some reason she couldn't get into it. It was some kind of problem with iTunes. It wasn't working properly. So I called up the iPad support, the Apple support, and I'd never had this happen before, calling up a tech support line. Because I'm just so used to calling up and like asking my question and getting like an answer to my question and getting help. But the first thing the guy said is, have you considered like getting her the iPad, I think 3? Because I think she had the iPad 2. And I'm like, you're tech support, not sales. Like, I've got a broken product. Are you gonna... We had the same problem with one of her iPhones. It had a thing. It was another iTunes thing, I think. She couldn't get her music to synchronize with a computer or something. And when we called the people, they're like, oh, you have the old iPhone. Most people have the new one. Like, yeah, but are you going to help us fix the old one? Oh, I guess not. We got to go spend $700 million on a new iPhone. So I was really hoping she would get a sensible phone. But nope, she brought another iPhone into the house. And I can smell it, you know, I'm in a room in my house, I can just smell the apple in another room. I actually shouldn't talk. I barely use my phone for anything. I use my phone for a couple text messages a couple times a week, and I listen to Audible on it, and that's it. That's all I use my phone for. I'm not one of these people who like lives and dies by their cell phone. Part of it is I just spend so much time at home. I work at home. All my stuff's here. I very rarely go out unless I need to do some shopping or whatever. I'm not like a man of the world. I'm not out and about all the time. I'm not on public transport. I'm not like waiting at the bus stop or the doctor's office a whole lot. So I'm not just like out in the world with my phone all the time, but I think part of it is I'm just too old. Guys, I'm pushing 40. Like, I just don't have the genetic makeup that wants to tie me to my phone screen all the time. I do use the Dungeons and Dragons spellbook app on the phone to look stuff up very, very quickly instead of flipping through the book. That's not a good excuse, though. D&D players out there, you should still buy and read the books. Just because it's all on the internet doesn't mean you shouldn't have the physical books. My goodness. But yeah, I'm just an old fuddy-duddy. I'm pushing 40. I can't live on my phone. I can't. I literally think 36 is the age cutoff. Because my wife is 1 year younger than me. She just turned 35. And she can sit on the couch and just Facebook for hours and hours and hours. It's mesmerizing to watch because, like, how can you just stare at the little phone? And then you get stuck behind the woman in line up at the grocery store who's on her phone doing whatever instead of paying attention. So the grocery lady's, like, scanning her stuff. And she has to be like, ma'am, you can put your card in the thing. And she, like, doesn't hear because she's on her phone and not paying attention. Those people are going to hell. Can we just all agree on that? Like, there's eternal punishment waiting for those people. So this has been Aladdin. I'm glad I got to revisit this series. Like, Brickroad said he wanted to go revisit the old series because he had this dumb gimmick and wasn't able to give the game its due, and he just spent half of it complaining about iPhones. Like, what was even the point of any of that? I don't know. I cannot answer that question. I have no idea what the point of any of this was, except that it was the time to play Aladdin again. However, we do get to see the demo play ending, because we got... I don't know if you have to get all the red gems to see this version of the ending, because the other version of the ending, which I think I got in the first Let's Play series, just shows Aladdin and Jasmine riding the carpet to the credits. But we actually get little snippets of all the levels and stuff, because I got all the gems. I think if you get some number of gems, you unlock this ending. It's not every single one of them. Maybe. I have not scienced this, and I do not know. But I was happy to play this game again, and I thought it was very enlightening to play it so soon after playing the Genesis version. And I learned this. There is an NES version of this game that is just a port of the Genesis version. It's not even a port of this version. It's a port of the Genesis version. And holy crap, is it bad. And I will not be playing it. But, wow. Because the NES only has two buttons. You got a jump button. You don't have 2 more buttons. You can't have a sword and the apple button. So what they do is when you push the B button, you throw an apple, unless you're standing right next to a guy, and then you use your sword. And wow, the physics in the game feels awful. I've also been told there's a Game Boy version of Aladdin that is also a port of the Genesis version. So Virgin got their version of the game on more platforms, but Capcom... These clouds are not transparent. There is no alpha layer there. The plot thickens. But no, Capcom's version is better, I think. And, I mean, you can make up your own mind. You can watch the 2 series back to back and see what you think about it, but I know which side of the bread my butter goes on, and it's the side that is labeled SNES Aladdin. I have to buy very, very specialized bread from a particular bakery in Tucson, Arizona. They're the only people that sells the bread that says SNES Aladdin on it. I don't even think it's like related to the game. I think it's just the baker's name is like SNES Aladdin, and he just signs every single piece of bread. Who knows? Oh, you know what I didn't complain about is that the new movie looks like it's crap. I guess I don't have time to do that now. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe it's for the best that I complained about iPhones and not that the new movie looks like crap. Maybe it's for the best that I'm a super player. Guys, thank you so much for watching the SNES Aladdin. If you just happen to find the channel because you're just typing Aladdin into YouTube because you watched the movie and this popped up, I hope you stick around and watch some more stuff. Go watch the Genesis one that I just played. Why not? You might as well. In any event, I will see all of you in the next series. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.
Shoutouts to A Cardboard Box for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.